Crystal Path on the near side, Bold Russian over on the far side with Flashfoot. They settle down in the early stages, Crystal Path and Bold Russian. Crystal Path going on now from Bold Russian, Flashfoot over on the far side, Only Yours tracking Crystal Path. And Balwa, Tony Cruz, who was last in the previous race, seeking to reverse the process this time as he leads on Crystal Path from Bold Russian, Flashfoot on the outside. They're closely grouped though, Only Yours poised just in behind the lead, and then Balwa. Crystal Path from Bold Russian, Flashfoot, Only Yours and Balwa as they run downhill and into the home turn. Crystal Path from Flashfoot, the sheepskin noseband towards the near side. Bold Russian between horses, Only Yours being chased along there by John Reed as they come down now past the 3 furlong pole. Crystal Path and Bold Russian, Flashfoot, Only Yours, then Balwa. Bold Russian has the advantage now. Bold Russian from Flashfoot and Crystal Path, who's losing ground, coming down towards the furlong pole. And it's Flashfoot now in the sheepskin noseband, the leader from Bold Russian, then Crystal Path under pressure. Only Yours is not getting into the argument, but Bold Russian's rallying again now inside the final furlong, and Bold Russian takes the advantage now from Flashfoot as they race up towards the line. It's Bold Russian from Flashfoot, Bold Russian from Flashfoot as they come to the line. It's just Bold Russian from Flashfoot. Bold Russian has won it from Flashfoot. Crystal Path was third and 4, Only Yours a disappointing fourth, and then Balwa. And so the result of this Beefeater Gin Celebration Mile: first, number 1, Bold Russian, owned by Lord White of Hull, trained by Barry Hills and ridden by Willie Carson. Second, number 2, Flashfoot, owned by Mr. Jeff Smith, trained by Ian Balding and ridden by Pat Edery. And third, number 5, Crystal Path, owned by the Ikuri Fustock, trained by Mohammed Mubarak and ridden by Tony Cruz, with fourth, number 3, Only Yours. Be interesting to see whether Bold Russian has just veered a little bit off a true line here. We'll see that as we review it with Julian Wilson.
Crystal Path ran a little bit too free today, and she had no reserves when Bold Russian took it over 2.5 furlongs from home. But then Flashfoot came to challenge here, and for a moment it looked as though he was going to win. But as he did when he came to win at the May meeting, he's just lugged a little bit to the right, and Pat hasn't found him easy to ride at all. Pat goes for his whip in his right hand, and his horse comes back at him, and once again, in a few strides, you'll see him drifting away to the right. Bold Russian may have come a little bit to the left, but I think, well, it may be 6 of one and half a dozen of the other.
Yes, Julian, I think it's Flashfoot, actually, that's wandered a little bit once again to the right. He's much the bigger horse of the two, which didn't do Bold Russian any good. You could see Bold Russian just swerve a little bit or twiddle a bit to the left. It was because he was having his quarters touched by the shoulder of Flashfoot, in fact. But now when they've got even Stevens, well, it's a good performance with Bold Russian. You just think how he sweated before the race. He stuck his head out and he's really tried, because Flashfoot was at him all the way to the line, but he gave nothing away in defeat.